So in this series, I want to share with you all the truth about my journey, how I started, what I went through, about my losses, about my wins, and all the insights I got from being by the charts every single day for the last 4 years. First, I want you to meet me as a person. I want you to know who I am and why I'm trading. First thing about me is I'm quite closed emotionally and I'm not that sentimental at all. So I'm surprised of myself I'm actually recording a video like this at all. But there you go. I'm here to be open with you and share as many insights as I possibly can for you to benefit and learn off of it. When I was younger, I didn't have any special skill. I really didn't like going to school. I never had particularly good grades, and I didn't have a particular inclination towards anything. I guess you could call me an average back then. Doesn't feel good to say it, but I guess that was the truth. What I really liked was play video games for hours and hours, and when I turned 16, I started working. I didn't try many things before I went into trading. I worked a physical job at a factory, and then when they got too hard because of the ridiculous sleep schedule, I quickly learned how to make videos and filmed videos for companies like salons, pizzerias, etc. But as I said before, I didn't feel particular liking for that. I didn't want to work in a creative sphere. I just didn't like it. And sometime later, the war in Ukraine started. I won't go too much into it now. I will make a separate video on it. There I was 17 years old. I had to move to a different country and had to provide financially for me and my girlfriend. That sounds harsh, right? But that's actually because it was. By the way, I don't recommend you guys do the same thing. I mean, go into trading without having a financial caution, or go into trading from a place of financial stress or need. Don't do it, because you will make more mistakes than you should and will lose more money at the start than needed. Because when you are constantly under stress, you make decisions that are dictated by your stress and not by your strategy. However, I was exactly that person in the beginning. So how did I actually find trading? I came across crypto arbitrage. I started buying assets in bulk and selling them with a small margin across different exchanges. That's a whole other story, but in short, through crypto arbitrage, I got to know what cryptocurrency is, how it's built, and I learned that you can buy cheap, wait for it to grow, and then sell it. The difference is your profit. I learned it all alone. I didn't have friends or good mentors to learn from in the beginning, so as you can imagine, having no mentor at the start made my journey just so hard. But anyways, here I am. Last year alone, I got 6-figure payouts in prop firms. I post my monthly payout reviews on Instagram. They look like this. I made 12 people profitable traders. One of them is my girlfriend, who got a bigger payout last month than I did. She's the one I'm very proud of. And here is what I actually wanted to talk about today. Sorry for all this watery, brotery chat. I wanted to talk about my motivation and my discipline that got me where I am today. I'm 22 years old. I traveled the world freely. In the last 6 months, I've been in Malaysia, Thailand, Germany, and Spain. I live on a villa in Bali with my own swimming pool. I wake up and go have breakfast at the most amazing looking places here. Each day, I'm amazed at how beautiful, natural, and Asian Bali is. And here's the thing, some guys who are traders here on the internet claim that you have to have a big non-financial why, and that's true, but here's my take on it. We all know why we get into trading. We get into trading for the money, for the numbers on the screen, for the financial potential that trading promises. And what I want to tell you is that it's fine to want to do it for the money. It's okay to want to aim for those profits, but do yourself a favor and find a why for yourself other than just the money, because that's what's going to help you to keep going when the times are tough and you are not making the progress you think you should have. My why is the freedom that I get from trading. I just hate working for someone else, and I hate to grow somebody else's company. It's the freedom to do what I want, when I want, to live life on my own terms. It's what motivates me the most. But here's what you need to understand. Motivation is just not enough. It runs out after the first 2 weeks of trading. Then what makes a difference is your discipline to show up when you don't feel the motivation inside. It's a super basic idea, but if you get it right, you will win. First, find your real why that moves you to trade, other than the money, and be disciplined. Don't allow yourself to back out of it when the times are tough. Another thing I want to share is that you need to just like trading. and you need to enjoy the process itself without constantly thinking about the results that you don't yet have. I believe that if you don't genuinely love trading, it is going to be very hard for you. You just won't last long. So give yourself time to figure out in the beginning if you actually like trading, and if you're not, do yourself a favor and stop sooner than later. I like trading. I showed up by the chart every single market open for the last 4 years. Even when I had my losses, even when I had loose streaks, even when I didn't know what I was doing, I always kept going and I kept showing up, regardless of how hard it was. The market will humble you many times and it will bring all your weak spots to the surface. Your greed, your fears, your lack of discipline, your bad habits. The market will hold a mirror for you to get to know yourself on a whole different level. And I mean it. It does it with everyone, but man, don't give up if you're already made a decision. Your key takeout, if you made a decision to get into day trading and you actually like it and you have a why other than the money, your next step is to make sure you show up. Now, I want to talk about time and how soon you can expect to make trading a success for yourself. The trading journey is a long one. Many people spend years just trying to break through and end up not making it. By the way, when I made a decision to actually become a day trader, I started studying. I'm Eastern European, and in my opinion, we have the strongest trading school in the world. So I meticulously learned from the best. I went through every single course and mentorship available on our market, took bits and pieces from it, and built my own trading strategy that works, and it works well. I can't tell you about this part in details now. I will probably make a separate video about it later, but I spent hundreds, if not thousands, of hours learning and backtesting different strategies. So coming back to the question of time, the thing is, learning trading from the right source from the beginning will significantly speed up your progress, and it can even be the difference between you succeeding or not. You should expect to get your first real results within a year to year and a half at the latest, if you're on the right trading source. I've seen plenty of examples. Earning your first 10K within 18 months is absolutely realistic if you start from absolute zero. I'm telling you this not to sell you anything, but to actually make you understand the realistic timeframes. The problem most people have is that they start their trading career at the wrong place. A wrong mentor, a wrong stupid signal group that promises to make you rich in 1 week, or they just start with a trading system that's too complex without actually learning the right basics first. That's why it takes them so long. I am a living and breathing example that it doesn't have to be like that, so stay tuned. In my opinion, if you've been trading for a year and a half and you're not even close to a payout and you still feel like you don't understand what you're doing, then the issue is simple. You don't actually know what you are trading. And that shows me that you're learning trading from the wrong source. If 1 year later into your trading you don't feel that you're at least close to a breakthrough, my brother, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're on the wrong path. If you can't write down what your strategy is in 2 sentences or in 1 sentence, if you don't know what assets you trade and what your risk to reward is, if you don't see proof of your strategy working across 10 years of backtesting, you are not doing the right thing. Please wake up. You can blame psychology and emotions all you want, but if you don't understand how to trade, you will never get there. Even with perfect psychology, if you don't have a clear understanding of what you're doing in the market, nothing will save you until you get your strategy straight. Last but not least, let's talk about assets you trade. At some point, I tracked my own behavior and saw a clear pattern. I was randomly switching between assets, just choosing what felt right that day. I'd take a stop on gold while Euro USD would hit take profit. The next day, I'd trade Euro USD, get stopped out, and gold would have played out perfectly. And that's the trap. Every asset has its own cycle, good periods and bad periods. But when you keep jumping between them, you never give yourself the chance to catch a real win streak or catch a lucky days. You're always out of sync. You trade an asset today, skip it tomorrow. Meanwhile, that might be the exact period where it delivers multiple clean setups. That's when it clicked for me. I thought, screw it, I'll just stick to one asset and accept whatever comes with it. Within a couple of weeks, I started to really enjoy it. At first, I didn't fully trust it, like it was too simple to work, but then a month passed, then two, then three, and something changed. I stopped wanting to jump around. I started going through both the good periods and the bad periods with the same asset, and that's where real experience is built. That kind of approach can turn you into a true professional, someone who deeply understands one instrument, one asset, instead of being average across many. Here you go. I think that will be all insight from me for today. You can like and comment this video if you found it useful. I need your support now so I can grow my channel and help as many people as I can on their journey. I hope to see you in the next video. Be great. Good luck.